Hello people and welcome to episode 56. A bit delayed, yes. As I said, the uploads will be a bit random because of my working schedule. And in terms of mods this week, we have some highly complex and insanely customizable mods, which more or less will give you godlike powers over your game. Yeah, it's really hard to summarize it. You just have to see it with your own eyes and ears. Let's go! Big start this time. This mod can easily turn the game upside down. True Armor by Anubis22. The aim of this mod is to give different armor types specific strengths and weaknesses, to make different armors useful in different combat situations, rather than just equipping the one with the highest values. Example: heavy, bulky armors, like plates or ebony, should offer really good protection against swords and daggers, but at the same time be weak against blunt weapons, like maces or especially warhammers. Also, such heavy armor should slow you down and reduce stamina regeneration. Leather armor, on the other hand, should offer very little protection against swords, but be good against blunt weapons because it serves as a cushion. And of course, leather should allow more maneuverability as well. Sounds incredibly realistic and too awesome to be true. So how does it actually work? Well, like butt sex. What we get here is an MCM menu with millions of values, which allow you to give every armor type resistances against different weapons and spells, adjust regenerations, movement and weapon speeds, and much more. So in other words, yes, this mod does everything what it promises, but the values are all at 0 by default. So it's pretty much like, yeah, here, have a bag of Lego, now go build your fucking castle or whatever. And ain't nobody got time for that, at least I don't. But if you do, then this mod definitely gives you the opportunity to make your game tons more realistic. So have fun. And if you have even more time, here's another ridiculous mod. Simply Balanced, also by Anubis22. Here's even more MCMs with millions of customization, starting simple with damage taken and dealt by different weapons and spell types, potions and poison effectiveness, or taking the race into account. But then comes all possible customization of different schools of magic, spells, combat skills, stealth skills, experience gains, attributes, and so on. And I was not kidding when I said there are millions of values. In other words, the author approaches the modding from a completely different angle as usual. Instead of giving you a ready-to-use Overhaul mod, like Wildcat for example, here the power to do the changes and rebalance the game is placed into your hands. So yeah, if you have too much free time and want to play Bethesda a little bit, this will work for you. So once again, have fun! I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get sick of MCMs and values. But unfortunately, there is one more. Pigeons of Skyrim by Naru. This mod adds a requirement system for using weapons and armors based on strength. So you won't be able to equip heavy armors right away, if you are not strong enough. Of course, strength will increase over time by using weapons and armors. You can view your strength values and change how fast your strength grows in the MCM menu. If you try to equip an item which is too heavy to use, it will be unequipped, and the game will also tell you your current strength value, so no need to go to the MCM menu. It's actually rather cool altogether, a bit like the attribute requirement system in games like Dark Souls or Dragon Age, so this mod is best used on a new game. That way you can get stronger and master huge and heavy weapons and armors as you progress through the game. Now this right here is unbelievable, but we have a monster mod not by Mikhail Romanov. Ogrim by Miner Man B, Yogesh and G-Boy D4. Yes, other modders can definitely create good looking monsters too. This one is actually based on a monster from Morrowind, although this green guy has been definitely working out a lot since then. Just look at how ripped he became. But seriously, this model actually looks really well done. And one more thing, I have actually been lying to you. It's not a monster mod. You can't encounter them in the wilderness, it's actually just a summon. But anyway, he is rigged like a troll and fights pretty much the same way. But then we actually do have a mod by Michael too. I mean, what did you expect? Pigeons, another one from the Elements of Skyrim series. This one didn't manage to make it into the last episode somehow, so yes, pigeons, aka flying rats. They have been fittingly placed into towns. It's just good we do not have cars in Skyrim then, because cars somehow seems to be the favorite target for them to drop their bombs, if you know what I mean. Also, that's a really nice model here too. Really looks like an actual pigeon. Guys, holy shit, check this out. We are Viking, right? We got the crown, but there is even more! Royal Greatsword by T. Lloyd. Well, thank you very much. This is like a Skyrimese modding Christmas or something. This is definitely the fitting weapon for the High King. Just look at it. It's so royal and majestic. It has 2 cross guards. No, I'm just kidding. That's just an extended handle, so to say. A little bit like on the steel greatsword, only that this one doesn't look holdable. It's more like the sword of Kugo Ginjo, actually, from Bleach. The idea is to give you more sword control and movability by placing both hands far apart. It's kinda like a more defensive stance. And on top of that, it looks really cool. But we are just starting here. More cool weapons on the way. Yggdrasil Viking sword, another one by Billy Rowe. This is a rather classic looking weapon, but with this handguard, it does remind me on a certain weapon. Can you guess which one I have in mind? I was thinking about Link's sword. Yeah, it's just the similar handguard actually, and it's actually upside down. Anyway, there is a one-handed and a two-handed one, also fitting scabbards included, and as usual, a high quality work. Very nice. And we have another one, an axe this time, Dain's axe by Gareth the Lone Wolf. That's a very dwarvish looking axe. Just kidding, that's a dwarven looking axe. Dragon Age type of dwarven. Also, take a closer look at it. It's golden. Get it? Get it? Golden axe? By the way, you know, pure gold is actually a really soft metal. That's why we sometimes see people bite down on gold coins to check if they are real in movies. Alright, in terms of armors, something is definitely afoot, because we have more of this. Pumps, another mod by Frank. Good job, Frank, good job! More fancy footwear for the ladies. Available for CBBE and UNP. Let's give those bitches shoes. Bitches love shoes. But seriously now, I don't need to start with lore friendliness again here, because this is for style anyway. And such shoes are definitely some extremely stylish footwear. That design makes females look classy and attractive at the same time. An absolute win-win situation. And look at this, we also have some fancy boxes again. The next armor is an exotic one, although just exotic might not be a strong enough expression. TERASS of 9DM RX by this kanji stuff here, which means long time no see in Japanese. Cool. First of all, the armor parts come packaged in boxes here too. This seems to be like a recent trend or something. And second of all, this outfit looks like they made the wings first and then ran out of material before they could make much of the actual armor. Yeah, nice wings. Prepare for clipping. Lots of clipping. And if you think the wings are a bit too extreme, wait until you see the weapon. Yes, there's also this size. Yes, it's huge. It's just way too big. This is also exactly what she said, as I gave her the size just now. I'll see myself out. Okay, I saved this one for last place because it seemed the most fun one. Junk's Bot by Junk. You will get this cube thing as you load up your game, and when you drop it, it will be unpacked in this cannon. It does not move, it's kinda like a sentry bot, meaning to defend a set position. Now you can interact with it and do several things, like changing ammunition types for example. There's normal ammunition, knockback ammunition and freeze ammunition. For some reason you can also make it target yourself, to play a round of catch me bullets or whatever. But let's see how well it deals with enemies. Well, I actually only managed to get it to work only once. And never again, no matter what I did. I don't know, I tried packing and unpacking it again, changing ammo types, rescanning and so on. Maybe the scripts just get stuck sometimes. But while it worked, it was really cool. And this is it for this week's episode. The links to all mods are as always in the description below. Don't forget to enroll the mods you like. And if you enjoyed watching this review, hit the like button and subscribe for more. I thank you all for watching and see you around.